Welcome to another episode of Business Yoga Podcast. In today's episode, we will talk about Samadhi, the final limb of Ashtanga Yoga, is often described as a state of complete absorption, a union where the individual self dissolves into a higher consciousness. But in the context of business and life, Samadhi is not an escape from reality. Rather, it is the deepest possible engagement with it. It is the moment where action flows effortlessly, where the doer, the doing, and the outcome become one seamless experience. In earlier stages, dharana, focus, and dhyana, meditation, we learn to direct and sustain our attention. But in samadhi, there is no longer an effort to focus. Focus becomes our very nature. In a business setting, this can be seen when leaders and teams operate in complete alignment with purpose, where decisions are not driven by ego, fear, or short-term gains, but arise naturally from clarity and awareness. It is a state where work ceases to feel like work and becomes an expression of one's deeper intent. As hinted throughout, business yoga is about moving from mere performance to conscious presence, and samadhi represents that culmination. From a practical lens, samadhi in business is not about withdrawing into silence or detachment from action. Instead, it reflects a state of effortless excellence, where systems, people, and purpose are so well aligned that friction disappears. Think of organizations that seem to flow, where innovation happens naturally, teams collaborate without forced structures, and leadership decisions feel intuitive yet grounded. This is not accidental. It is the result of progressing through all prior limbs: ethical grounding, yama; discipline, niyama; stability, asana; energy management, pranayama; detachment, pratyahara; focus, dharana; and awareness, dhyana. When these are integrated, samadhi emerges as a byproduct, not a goal to chase. In such a state, a leader no longer seeks validation or control. There is a quiet confidence, a clarity that transcends noise. One begins to see business not as a battlefield of competition, but as a platform for contribution. Decisions become less about what do I gain and more about what is aligned with the greater whole. This shift from ego to awareness is the essence of samadhi in action. There is also a subtle but profound transformation that occurs here. In earlier stages, we strive, we try to improve, to grow, to succeed. But samadhi invites us to move beyond striving into being. It is the realization that success is not something external to be chased, but something internal to be expressed. A leader operating from this space does not react impulsively to market fluctuations or external pressures. Instead, they respond with steadiness, anchored in clarity. This creates organizations that are resilient, not because they avoid challenges, but because they meet them with balance. In many ways, samadhi reflects the highest form of leadership, where presence itself becomes influence. Teams feel it, stakeholders trust it, and decisions reflect it. It is not loud, yet it is powerful; not forceful, yet deeply effective. Samadhi is not a destination reserved for yogis in isolation. It is a living possibility in the world of business. It asks us to move from fragmentation to wholeness, from effort to flow, from ego to awareness. When a business reaches this state, success is no longer defined only by profits, but by harmony within the organization and with the world around it. Perhaps the real question samadhi invites us to reflect on is this: are we building businesses that exhaust us, or ones that align so deeply with who we are that they become an extension of our consciousness? In that inquiry itself begins the journey towards samadhi,